Hello, everybody. This is Friday Connect. We're here every single week, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. This is our training for real estate agents around the world to help you improve your business in any way possible. Everything from AI, which is what we're going to be talking about today, from business planning, marketing, anything to do with really taking a business to the next level, lead gen, name it, we talk about it here. My name is Tamila Rajasingham. I'm based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and this is Jacob Sharman. He's based in Houston, Texas, and we're real estate agents, we're real estate marketers. We're here to work together to really bring on guests as well, and including some of our own experiences, and be able to share our knowledge here. And if you're looking to partner with us, work with us, and partner with us here at EXP Realty to help you grow your business, connect with us. And if you're gonna see this on YouTube as well, I'm gonna leave it in the comment section, in the description below. So make sure you grab that. And if you have any questions right now, of course, and throughout this video as we're doing this live, you can leave it in the chat box. But if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you leave it in the comment section below, and we'll be happy to answer them. And definitely go to that description below, check out all of the ways you can work with us and how you can take advantage of all of these free trainings and resources that we have available. So thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be talking about something amazing. This is literally changing the world right now, not just the real estate industry, across the board is AI. Everyone's training are being talked about this. The universities are talking about this. Education systems are talking about this, because this is really disrupting the way people are going to be working. And it's really efficient productivity, profitability in all levels. So if you're a real estate agent, you better be watching this video to the very end, because Jacob Sharman with us here today, he's my business partner, and he has over 15 plus years of experience working in website, SEO, marketing, and he's going to be here to share with us some really amazing AI hack to help you save time, ultimately get you that income into your bank account, because he's going to help you with a really easy trick to take the content you've already done, whether it be a YouTube video, a content video, and turning that into blogs, help you with SEO, really long-term growth. So I'm going to hand it to you, Jacob. Take it away, blow people's mind with this amazing hack.
All right, thank you. So today we're going to be talking about how to take, like she said, your YouTube videos that are already done and turn them into content. A lot of people aren't utilizing blogs on their website. If you're using something like kvCORE, like we use here at our brokerage, we get it for free. They already have a built-in platform there. So it's something that you already have access to, but nobody's using it. And this allows you to help you rank on Google. So when people are looking for services, real estate services in your local area, you should be coming up. But a lot of people aren't utilizing that because they're focused on social media and other things. And this is a great way to capture organic, which is just free leads when you show up. And we could do this via blog articles. And a lot of us are already doing YouTube videos. Now, the type of YouTube videos you're going to want to do for this are going to be more of like your city overviews, your real estate tips and tricks. This isn't going to work well for your home tours because you're not really talking that much. But videos that you're actually giving education of value and talking, where you're going to have a transcript, this is the type of video that you want to turn into a blog article as well. So I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to start sharing my screen. So let me get that up real quick. As you see, I'm looking at another screen. So, all right. Now what you're going to see in this lovely still image of me on my YouTube channel. This is a recent video that I did. I actually did this in another training on how to do an overview of a particular area in a city, a really easy format. I calculated here in Houston, this would get you 42 videos of the greater cities in the Houston area. So unlimited content to tap into to really bring traffic both to YouTube and blogs. Because remember, YouTube is actually a search engine as well. It's the second largest search engine in the world. Obviously, Google is number one, and they're owned by the same company. So why not utilize both of these to cross SEO with both of those videos? So now that we have this video, I want to turn this video into a blog form. So how do I do that? So the easiest way to do that is to come to the video that you want to do on YouTube or any other platform. You just want to get the transcription. So it's easiest on YouTube. There's other apps out there that you can paste the link or upload the video. It will give you the transcript. So the first thing that we want to do is grab transcript. So if you find your video, expand the description, and then all the way at the bottom will say transcript. You click show transcript, and then you're going to see the transcript. Now, usually you're going to see the timestamps here. So obviously we don't want to copy those. So we're going to come over here and click these three dots and say toggle timestamp. So basically it's just going to get rid of it. And then we're going to scroll all the way to the top. And then we are going to just copy and hold that mouse button down and drag all the way till it gets to the bottom. And then once we have that copied, we can just hit Control C, or you can right click and copy. And then we're going to come over to ChatGPT. Now, if you haven't been around very long or seen any of my videos, you know I love ChatGPT. This actually helped me really scale a lot of my business. So ChatGPT gets a lot of good reviews and bad reviews because the content it spits out is not always perfect. But the whole point is it's just a tool to help you get content out there. Not a lot of us are writers. I particularly hate writing. I know what I want to say, but sometimes getting it out on paper or in a blog takes me a long time. This actually helps the process by doing that. So one of the prompts, I went ahead and did it for time's sake, so we can talk about a few things to watch out for in your blog, is that one of the prompts that I did, and I will include those in the chat box and in the description below if you just want to copy and paste it, because I use the same one every time. Now, remember when you're working with ChatGPT, it is your assistant. So it doesn't know what you want until you tell it. So the more description that you can give, the better prompts that it will get and can learn what you're looking for. So I kept it simple today. I said, write a blog article for my real estate website using my words from the YouTube video transcript. Now, the reason I said my words is sometimes it will take that information and write it in its way. And then it becomes very obvious that AI wrote this. So I wanted to use my wording, but obviously reword it to make it sound well. So using my words from my YouTube video transcript, make the content human sounding so not to be detected as AI content. This is very important. So now that AI is out, a lot of Google is starting to, and other search engines are starting to kind of restrict the amount of AI content because they do want unique content. They want real content that's from real people, that because it seems to be more relevant and relatable. So it's okay to get AI to generate this, but a lot of times I will quickly read through it and take out some of the weird wording and adjectives and things that it uses and just put in normal things like that. And two, when you're thinking about SEO, remember the simpler the wording, the best it is, because one thing Google looks for its SEO is what is the reading level of this? They want a sixth grade reading level. And because they don't want the information to be too complicated to read, they want it to be available for the masses. So you have to think about that when you're writing this content. So as you see, I said make the content human sounding. And then I just literally hit shift enter a few times and then I pasted my entire transcript. And literally in a matter of seconds, it spit out this article. It gave me a title, Exploring Richmond, Texas, a blend of history, lifestyle, and real estate. So right there, we already have a few keywords, Exploring Richmond, Texas, and the word real estate. You could take it up a notch. Very popular is living in Richmond, Texas. This living in is very popular for keywords. So you could actually change this to living in Richmond, Texas, a blend of history, lifestyle, and real estate. So right away, it gave me an introduction. It gave me basically all of my talking points right there. Richmond's report card, a glimpse of the history, the commute times that I include, things to do, the culinary, education, everything that you need to know. And this exact format I do have on my YouTube channel, as well as we've actually done this for Friday Connect. So you can just go to our YouTube channel and get this. Now, it also has the conclusion. So if you don't like the conclusion that it gives, remember, I'm big with call to action. So make sure that you tell it, hey, I need a call to action to, if they're looking to buy or sell or lease in your area, that they're going to contact you, and you can put your name in there and give that as another command as well. So one other prompt I will show you is, now sometimes when you do these prompts like this, you can see right here, it's not a super long blog article. So I like blog articles to be around 1,200 words because it just gives you just enough. You don't want a super short blog article. Some people say it doesn't matter. From the school where that's usually the best kind of range. So one thing that you can do is add to these sections, and I will show you how. So this just sped out this article like this. You can, if you're in a hurry, copy and paste this, and it will be better than nothing, okay? And you can get this in your blog, and I will show you how to do that here in a second. The other prompt that you can do is you can tell it to, let me refresh this. You can tell it to make you an outline, okay? So as you see here, we told it write an outline for a blog article for my real estate website using my YouTube video transcript. So we pasted the transcript, and then I will tend to do these for my blog articles. It does take a tiny bit longer, but not that much longer. So basically it says introduction. These are the talking points for the introduction. You can just copy this, come down here and say, please write content for this section. And then we can say using my words from the transcript above. And then we could add the please make it human sounding to not be detected as AI content. Okay, so we can go in here and we can hit shift enter a few times. If you just hit enter, it will automatically send it. So hit shift enter and then control V. Oops, sorry. And then you want to grab your YouTube script. Oh, sorry, the thing that we just copied. So we want to grab this. So we're basically telling it to write content for this section. It's already got my YouTube script above, so we can reference that. So when we paste that, now we can hit enter and then scroll down, and it will begin writing content there for that. And so if we say, hey, please add one more paragraph. So you can keep telling it, hey, I need more content. And so you can have a 2-paragraph introduction. Now, sometimes with ChatGPT, it will give you a lot of content. So feel free to tell it to reduce it, make it shorter, or tell it how many words that you really need or how many paragraphs as well. So you can do each section that way and it'll give you content. So we can literally come down here and do the next section. Okay. And then literally we'll do the same. We'll grab this. I use the same prompts every time. And then here we go. So now it's going to write section or content for this section. And then one thing that you're going to want to do as it's writing this content is you're going to want to go through and format it because you basically can copy and paste this. And I always throw everything in a Word document or a Google Docs document, and I label it based on the article. So that way everything's in one place. And then when I go to put it in whatever platform I'm using to host my blogs, it's easy to copy and paste and make each section, which I'll show you here in a second. So once you get it, you want to start formatting it. If you can link to something, including those external links. So if you're talking about a specific restaurant or park and there's a website for that, go ahead and link to it and tell it to open up in a new tab. And then that way you have those external links going to other formats because Google's going to look at it and show that you're promoting its valid content, and then format it just so it's easier. You don't want everything to be long paragraphs, so maybe you can bullet point, or you can even tell ChatGPT, please mix up the layout for a blog format and add bullet points, and it will add bullet points. And we'll say mix up the layout, the above layout. And then it will do that. So it will automatically format it for you. See? So it's already telling you there's the actual section, and then it's highlighting, you know, Richmond's network, commute chrono. So now it just made it even longer, mapping the possibilities, talking about the commute times. So now we can just literally take this, come up here, copy. Now the trick is, so let's say we had already copied our intro and we're down to section 1. You do want to copy and paste without formatting, or you can do Control Shift V. You don't want it to automatically copy over all the formatting. So if this is the section, so you can come over here and bold it and do the same thing. You can bold this, come up and bring it up, and literally add the bullet points to the area. So if these are bullet points, we just come highlight these and tell it bullet points. So that way, when we go to copy and paste it into our blog platform, we could do that. Now you can copy and paste right into your blog platform if you want to just skip this step. I like to have a hard copy of these so I can use them over and over again. So once you've gone through and you've completed your whole article, you've gotten every section written the way you like it. Another thing that you can do between each section is to come over here and tell it, check for AI. So one thing you can use is undetectable.ai. Now this does cost. I don't have it rewrite it. It will rewrite it for you. A lot of times you can see what wording, it doesn't sound like something you would normally say. That's why I tell it to use my wording. And a lot of times it will pass. But you can use undetectable AI to detect is free. But if you want them to rewrite it, it costs money. So if we come over here to the article it wrote before, I can come in here and copy this small section. I do each section at a time and then come paste it in and tell it to check for AI and it will give me a score. So it tells me that my content appears to be human. You just want this to make sure it looks as human as possible. And then you can paste it in and go. So that's how you can check content for each section. Okay. So now that we've got our YouTube blog article, we've learned how to kind of either make an outline or we've gone through and made each section. And then we also are checking to make sure that the content is not AI written, make sure it sounds like us and format it. So whether you do this step of going to the Word document, you can come over here to your website, whether you have a WordPress website or you have something like kvCORE that has the blog platform. I'll show you kvCORE today. In kvCORE, like I said, we get this for free at our real estate brokerage here at EXP. So if that's something that interests you and you want to get access to stuff like that and join our group, we'll have that information below. But however, you can come over here, log into the admin panel of your EXP or of your kvCORE website, come over here to Web IDX and click website blog, and it will take you to this page. Now, the great thing to think about is you can do this, pick a day and write as many blog articles as you can, because you can schedule these and have them go out once a week. Now, the great reason to do this is because once you've done your video, you can embed your video right into the blog article. So if they find the blog article and they rather watch the video, they can just watch the video. And now you've got a view and possible subscriber for your YouTube video. So to create a blog, we're just going to come simply to add post. And then we're going to make the title. So you know what? I'm just going to use the title it gave me. And then let's move this a little closer. And then I'll just say living in Richmond, Texas. All right. Now, this will work just like a Microsoft Word type deal editor. So the same thing is going to be here. So let's say we have our intro right here, our introduction. We're going to come over here and do the same thing, just paste as plain text, and then you can format it however you want. So, so maybe I want to break this up into 2 paragraphs. I can do that. If you want a link to your YouTube video, you can place a link there, or to any other articles inside your blog. It's great to link to other articles that you already have written to do some internal linking that does help your SEO. Now we just start making our content. So if I want to grab this, I can copy it and then come over here and paste it. And then you're going to have stuff like this that's going to happen, but that's okay. We're going to format it. So this will be your H1 tag. So your H1 is just a header tag. I know that sounds complicated, but you only can have one. So all of these sections that are main sections on there, you're going to make these an H2 tag, which will make your heading a little bigger and stand out as a section. Okay. So now that we've kind of got this in here, we can look and format it accordingly. So are you ready to, oops. So this, sorry, this was not that section. So this we're going to bold because this is just a minor section. So right up here, are you ready to embark on a journey throughout the heart of Texas? So right here is going to be our section right here that's going to be the H2 tag. So we're going to come down here, paste it, and then we're going to tell it to do the H2 tag. Okay. Now you technically can make these H3 tags if you want, or bold them. And then obviously these are going to be bullet points like we saw. So let's go ahead and add those. This will be another section, and then we would just do that and so on and so forth. So um, let's go right here and we can bullet point these. And then you just keep formatting just like that. Now, one thing I do like to add in the beginning, at least one, is to add some type of picture. So you want to give somebody some visual things, so you can add a picture up here, insert the image. Usually a 1200 pixel by 600 or 800 in height is enough, and you can add a picture there. And what I tend to do is each section I add a smaller picture that's not as high, maybe 500 pixels high, and that way you have some transition images of what you're talking about, and so forth and so on. So let's say that we finish this, we want to say publish. You can either publish now, or I can select the date that I want this to go out on Tuesdays. And so I would just schedule each blog post, the date and time that I want it to go out. So I could do 6 a.m. on every Tuesday. And then you say publish now. And that basically will come in here and you can see the article that you just did. Now, the other thing that you can do, last thing, is you can come over here and click share. And then you can embed your YouTube video. So you can grab and say embed, copy that script, come over here, and then you can add, oops, you can come over here and add it to your video as well. And then I usually put a little thing that says, hey, if you prefer to watch this, you prefer to watch the video of this article instead of reading it, and then put the YouTube video underneath of that. So this basically gives you a way to consistently use blogs. So you're not having to do content for YouTube and then figure out content for your blogs. You can actually do it either way. You can go write the blog articles first and then use those to record your YouTube video, or you can actually come back and do your YouTube video first and make blog articles. For me, it's easier to do a YouTube video because I don't have to prep as much. I can make my bullet points talk and then let the ChatGPT use my transcript of the natural way that I talk to write out the blog content, and I can format it or pass it off to a virtual assistant, and they have some content that they can use as well. So I hope this was helpful. I'm not sure if there's any questions. I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, and then if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat box below. Jacob, one thing I wanted to mention is I loved it. It was super thorough, and it was super clear. I love that you used one of the examples, but I love how polite you are to the AI. I sometimes am like, make this, create this title. I love how you actually, but we talked about this even in our own team meetings, is that pretend like they're your assistant,
Mhm.
like having a conversation, pretend like they're a human, and you'll get the most out of it. Because I think a lot of the issues that are happening right now with a lot of people, as easy as this gets, right? People are so afraid of technology, AI, and this movement is because they think it's complicated when it's just replacing what you're already doing.
Yeah.
So you don't have to change anything. So I love that.
Well, that, and people think it's new. It's not new. It's been around for decades. It's literally in everything we have. It's just now becoming accessible to us as a user to use this with a nice graphical user interface. But everything from your GPS to everything is AI technologies using algorithms to detect stuff on the fly. So, and this is not going anywhere. A lot of people said, "Oh, ChatGPT, we'll see the hype." You and I have talked about this, but it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. It's just like, I heard the example of, farmers when tractors started coming around. They're like, oh, they won't last. We'll still use, horses and the ox to pull the fields. No, like technology just keeps growing. So the ones that are going to succeed with this are the ones that figure out how to use it to scale their business and to spend more time on those income producing activities. So you got to put out content. Don't be one of those marketing people that we laugh at, that when things are going good, they drop marketing. Oh, I don't need it right now. And then when things slow down in the winter months, they try to do marketing. And that marketing that you're doing is not going to start making waves until summer when it's already busy anyway. So it's something that you got to consistently, which is the key, focus on. So hopefully this will take the excuse of people, I don't know what to write for my blog. Now you do, and you can use it either way, blog to video or video to blog.
I love that you mentioned that analogy because tractors they have so many versions now. you know?
That they're using AI now Our vehicles use
Look
AI.
look at Chat GPT. It has on its own versions, right? Like thinking that it's going to go away. It's gone to a new wave of
Yeah.
improvements. And I think it really starts with the mindset of how to approach this. And the reason why I love doing these trainings are, and the most amount of questions we're getting is not that people are even, sometimes is that, what AI can I leverage? I know you did a wonderful video recently about all the different tools that you can leverage, but what I think real estate agents and a lot of entrepreneurs are struggling with is not even just how to it's not even what AI apps or tool to use, but how to use them and how to leverage them in a really smart way. And I think people are overcomplicating the system, which was meant to save you more time. kvCORE is a great example. We do a lot of training on them. I have a whole course on this,
Yeah.
and I find that a lot of people sometimes they make it so much more harder for themselves where kvCORE is working them. Rather, kvCORE is meant to actually save you a lot more time. But now so many people around the world are making money off of people who just are lost because they don't understand kvCORE when it was simply made to make you keep your money, make you more money,
Yeah.
and save you time. So it's really interesting way to look at it. But thank you for this wonderful presentation. It doesn't look like we have anything in the chat box. Thank you for attending, and go to FridayConnect.net. This is where all of our training. We do a ton of different training. Everything to do with your business, everything from choosing a brokerage, of exactly the business plan that you need to put together, systems, process, kvCORE, website, SEO, lead generation, name it. We talk about it here. If there's something particular you want us to cover, bring on a guest or someone who's specialty in what they do, like cold calling or FISBOs or expired, etc. We're happy to do that. So join our Facebook community group. It's in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube, and it's on FridayConnect.net. If you go to the website, which we'll put it in the chat box as well. And what you can do is join our Facebook group. Tell us there. We do a lot of different posts in there and polls. And subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, especially if you're watching this, because we post a video every single week. Free training for all of you around the world for agents. And this is a sneak peek of what we do in our mastermind calls, and you're getting a live free version of this. So enjoy this. Thank you, Jacob, for your brilliance and your information. That was awesome and super helpful. I can't wait to do a lot more of these and really unpacking this AI that people are so afraid of. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Friday Connect, every single Friday, weekly, 12 p.m. Eastern time. See you. Take care. Have a good, wonderful weekend.
Bye, guys.